Shout out to Macaroni Tony for sending me this and telling me to react to this one. So this will be pretty dope. So let's rock out, man.
The truth.
Can you elaborate exactly on which bond did you develop with this married man?
We met off TikTok, and every single day on every morning, afternoon, and evening, we had hour-long conversations. Instead of arguing and going back and forth with some of the thoughts that I have, he understood where I was coming from and built up on it. The simple fact that he was listening and also guiding me and talking to him about goals that I wanted and to achieve this following year. Yeah, he had actual material advice on what would benefit me. I want to
how many galaxies was he sending every show that you did?
0.
So there was no financial key showing that he actually got it like that.
No, I didn't even know he had it like that until much later. Before I met him, he told me very explicitly, "You are mine, and I do not expect you to talk to any men moving forward."
Did you ask specifically if he was in a relationship or if he was married before getting serious with her, or deciding to pursue him?
2 days before I was supposed to meet him, he said, "Hey, I really, really like you. I can see this leading." He said I was quote unquote wifey material, but he was in a relationship and he needed me to know that. And I thought that was very strange that this grown man was telling me this. I'm like, what's a girlfriend? So I asked him, "Are you married?" And then he said, "Yes, he is married." I wanted to truly see this fully through and see what I could, not financially, but to see what I could gain as a woman, just generally, what this could contribute. Because I'll be very honest with you, after 5 years of celibacy, I don't know, I think I was really struggling with my self-worth as a woman.
Celibacy had you questioning your self-worth. Could it have been the lack of lumber that made you question it?
I think I know this sounds toxic, but a little bit, yeah. Then my body started changing in ways that I was scared. I'm talking about air.
You see what I'm saying? Listen. I don't know if it's just God himself. I don't know if it's just the earth be aligning. But the videos that I be playing, they all tie back together. Because I was just saying this earlier. These chicks talking about they still young and vibrant and shit. But guess what? There's a wall that's gonna hit. They're focusing on your career and all the shit that you were doing. The next thing you know, one day you wake the fuck up, things start to change. You don't know that you didn't notice exactly when it changed, but things just start changing for you. You ain't getting the same looks, you ain't getting the same D, or you ain't getting none of that attention that you was getting before. And you hit a wall, it's like, damn, where's my life at now? I've been doing all of this shit and I still ain't got no result from it. Hook, line, and sinker.
Areas on my body shrinking. I'm talking about a lack of desire.
Areas of your body shrinking.
I don't want to get too explicit. I'm just letting you know. Yes, by year 5, I was very concerned.
So you're saying that 5 year celibacy made it where you feel like you no longer had energy and things of that nature. So that's why you did something that's why you did what you did. Is that what we're to?
That's not why I did what I did. There's other reasons, but I would say that I was preserving it for the right person. When he said he was going to call, he called. When he said he was going to send me food, he did. And not even that, he just reminded me a lot of my father.
I thought there was no financial exchange.
He reminded you a lot of your father. Oh my God. You said he was about to seal shut. Bruh, I'm telling you, bro, this shit crazy.
What's going on?
Him door dashing me dinner is not I also poured coffee one morning. That's not a.
And you can tell me that you go from no sex to 5 years to flying out to the host capital of the planet, Miami, to get to a man that you met 2 months ago. Like there's so much things that you can do in your area, because you know what? You used to be a chubby girl. Now you got a little bit slimmer, so you look better. I know you're getting attention in the gym. I know you're getting attention at the job. I know there's men that probably wouldn't look at you now that are giving you that kind of attention and all that. So you don't need to fly out to the other state to go to Miami to deal with the men that you met in October. And 1 second, and respectfully, and you claim conservative when you came to my show. You said I'm a conservative woman. You are telling me a conservative woman gives to a Miami resident, meet him in 2 months on Christmas. This is Christmas. We are on the December is the, like I was in January, New Year, New Me. And he's married. And what the, like how are you? How do you have conservative?
Well, hold up. Well, I will say this though, Fatty. There are a lot of listen. There are a lot of right-leaning women or conservative-leaning women that are glorious side chicks. That's for sure. Gotta be honest about that. Listen, gotta be honest about that. There are a lot of them that they play that role very well. They play it very well. They're very conservative. They can fly under the radar. You wouldn't notice them at all because they're very conservative. They ain't out there like that. They out of the mix. They stay out of the way. You wouldn't even know that they be getting to it. You wouldn't even know. You wouldn't know. So just because they're conservative, that don't mean that they ain't no side chicks.
Values when it sounds like you kind of being a little bit loose with it.
We talked about marriage. I told him on day one, I'm looking for someone to marry and give 4 children to. And he was like, okay, cool.
But why would you make him prove what he's saying? If you're saying as the woman, you want to be married with children, right? And you've been celibate for 5 years, why would you throw all that away and be intimate before the marriage?
That is where I would say I probably failed the most. This whole experience taught me how quick I was to disregard my own boundaries and disregard God. I wasn't listening. A lot of women have repression. They have shame. I'm one of them.
And how do you have shame, and how is it shame? And if I said, oh my God, I'm so shy, right? And you found out I met somebody in October, flew out to another country in December, gave him some ate some ass, then come back home to a married woman, and then I go to a national televised show to ask, I need advice on how to be a better side chick. How are you shy? How are you shameless?
I'm curious as to the changes that occurred. What shrunk?
The size of the clitoris shrunk dramatically.
So your whole vagina.
Why?
So your entire vagina.
Not my whole vagina. No, I'm
seriously, David.
That
was crazy.
I'm not.
That was crazy.
I'm not feeding. Not feeding.
I'm talking about the plumpness and the size of it. It shrunk.
I don't think.
So the part you can see.
There's other. I mean, like, yes, the labia and the clitoris had shrunk dramatically.
Okay, yeah, but that's okay. Cool. So non-use made the shrink up.
As the medical professional on the panel,
we got a medical professional.
What did you say, Beam? What is that called? That phenomenon called?
Yeah, he can do it.
No.
Okay,
hey, fantastic. Somebody's calling it Ozempic vulva. Do you know when they say when men lose weight, they gain inches, right? Because like there's less fat, so they kind of be longer.
Fatty.
I think you were just swollen. You were just fat, and now that you're not fat anymore, you lose weight. No, I'm
Fat Mile has come back to her initial glory.
After it's been used, so you say, after you got it's swollen up. So it will turn the glory.
I'm not saying it's swole up. No, I'm not saying it's swole up. What I'm saying is there was over a period of time, it was shrinking. I was very concerned after meeting him.
Then he finally got to the bottom of that pussy.
My
You hear
body
what you're saying
changed,
out loud?
and it went back to normal.
And we all watched the movie, and like you're not saying nothing that we didn't saw before, and like I remember this, and like we all saw the movie.
That's what
we
it sounds
understand
like.
what's going on.
Please.
It's for the
I
people
am never
that are
telling you guys
2000.
ever, I'm not telling you anything ever again.
I have a question for clarification purposes in the timeline. So y'all were talking for a couple weeks. You were on your way to Miami in a couple days, and you mentioned earlier that he told you that he was married 2 days before you flew out to Miami.
That's correct.
And so then you flew out, and then a couple days after, you found out he was talking to other women.
No, it was about 2 weeks later.
Okay.
Janae. Maybe it's my English. The timeline is what exactly? You found out 2 days before flying that he had a wife?
Correct.
That's correct, or am I tripping?
Yes, he was the one who initiated the conversation and said, "Look, I really like you, blah blah blah, wiping material, blah blah blah. But I need to let you know if I tell you this, it's best to tell you this now and not just throw it on you later. I'm in a relationship." He didn't even tell me he was married, and so I asked him if he was. And then he confirmed, yes.
I'm calling you out. I'm so sick of these people. You know,
why did you get on that plane?
Why?
So you found out initially. No. Hey, Janae, I'm sorry. Hey, Janae, great investigation, Janae. I'm proud of you, Janae. So you found out while you were on your home state house facilities.
Yeah, I had told my dad. I was so excited. Yeah.
And you got on that plane, still landed in Miami. You shaved your legs, shaved your.
Okay. We don't need to.
Like you are telling me that you still did it. My question is, now that you had the information, why did you still went ahead and do it?
First and foremost, like I said, I wasn't excited that I was unhappy to hear this, but I also wanted. It's actually 4 reasons. First, I believed, based off of prior conversations, that there could potentially be an outcome where I became a second wife, and I would be okay with it.
What?
I come from a culture.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
My grandfather had 5 wives, 20 children. I've seen it. When you are a man of certain means and provision, you have discretion.
So you are telling me these foreigner men with an apartment in Brickell, which is one of the most expensive areas in the United States, came up, you know him for 2 months,
right?
And you are already trying to get to meet your parents, and you gave him, even though he had the wife and all that, and that's money. And No, AN. How old is this man?
Why she got them ears on?
44. And he was
and I don't know if you're gonna see this video or not. If you do, I just gotta ask a question. Good P community. Hold up. Time out. Hold up. I don't know why this didn't even catch my attention from the jump. Why you got good P community? What did the P mean? If the P is what I think the P mean, shorty, what you got going on? What the good P mean? And Shanti Warrior, I need to ask her. Yeah, we gotta ask her. We gotta find her. We gotta get her over here real quick. We gotta have her answer that question. Why she got the bunny ears? It ain't Halloween, so it ain't like she going to no Halloween party or no Hugh Hefner party. So why she got the bunny ears on her head? I'm just curious. Just asking for a friend.
7.
If he would have told you got to buy your own plane ticket, would you have went?
Yes.
Ali, she's a passport seat.
She's
serious today, but that was crazy.
I'm not.
That was crazy.
I'm not feeding. I'm not feeding.
How much money? What does this man do for a living?
Okay, so he's a CPA. He's an accountant. He also does.
I'm hoping it means something else. That's what I'm saying. I'm hoping it means something else.
think Bitcoin, like he was mining Bitcoin. That's what actually earned him.
No.
He does a lot. The thing is, he has multiple streams of income. That's what I know he does.
How did you find that out? How did you find that out? Without did you ask him to disclose? All of a sudden, he said, "You know what? I have multiple streams of income. I do all of this."
We were on FaceTime. He was in his home, and he was at his house in his home country. We were on FaceTime, and he was in this lab with all these different types of computers that are at least 10,000.
You knew he had money. How'd you know it was $10,000?
Because I'm an engineer. You know when the screens are curved.
No. Answer this question. Ali, hey, and 1 second. You said this. I didn't know he has money. You said you are an engineer and you know exactly how much all those computers cost.
Yeah.
So Ali's asking you, give you credit. You knew that he had money before you got on that plane. I have a follow-up question, Ali. I have a follow-up question. Have you ever had a poly relationship beforehand?
No.
She said no, fatty.
But as soon as the money pulled up, now all of a sudden you are open to share your man with them.
Hey, that money be talking, bro. The money talk.
I don't understand your logic. Hold on. I don't understand the logic in what you're saying, because if he had a wife and you knew about it and you still laid with him, how are you telling him how many other ones he's allowed to have if you accepted being another one when he had a main one? This doesn't make sense.
He had explicitly told me there was no one else, right?
Okay, but even if he found someone after you, what does it matter? And you were never the only one.
You didn't have, because you didn't have to lead me into Delulu land. I was already on the.
You weren't delusional though. You were never the only one. So what's delusional? Like what?
It's a very different scenario when it's okay. I'm potentially courting a second wife, versus I have this girl, I have that there.
That goes with my question.
Yeah, that comes with the territory. Yeah, if you're dating, the guy who has the money and he's not faithful and he has a wife already. Yeah, girl,
he had the audacity to break up with me. The like.
The audacity to break up with you? What you mean? The entitlement is crazy.
He broke up with you. And you pretending that you that was all upset and left the man, and he was the one that actually broke up with you. And is he blocked in all platforms, or you still talk with him?
Yes, he's blocked even on PayPal.
Okay. Oh, even on PayPal. That's interesting for somebody that never got money from him. So no, I don't need an explanation. This is not important at all. The man actually was the one that pushed you out. If he played along like most lover boys do, and he actually was telling you a dream and says, "No, I have several women on my roster, but you are special, and I love the bunny rabbits and all those things." Would you put your foot down and say, "This is inadmissible, I need to bounce," or would you stay there and give that man a chance?
I would stay, and I would compete.
So, and did you break up every standard that you had for that man?
No, not at all. But hold on. The things that mattered, right? Like my objective is marriage, and then I'm giving you such a big gift, this is a gift that y'all.
And how much money did you spend on it?
The money. Hold on.
Money's not.
Because it's not about the money is minuscule.
For a woman who's not even you're not obligated to. Yeah, it's kind of a big deal for me to spend.
And you said you stopped your 5 years of celibacy for this man, right?
Yes.
All right. So this is what I'm trying to tell you, and this everybody. Since we ain't got no. Well, I ain't gonna say we don't got no.
Go ahead.
Listen, the vaginalysis is mother here. Okay, listen, baby. In that time frame, 2 months, how many times did you guys engage in physical activity?
I'm not answering that question.
More than one, like I knew. You don't have to answer.
No,
I
it
knew
was
the answer.
no, it was one time. It was one time.
Only once.
Mm-hmm.
So now let's say what it was.
She lying. I don't believe that. Because he said, all right, it's more than one. Now you ask, oh no, it's one. You lying. Because how come you could just say that right out the gate? How come you just didn't say that? Like, you know what? It was one time that we did it. But because he go ahead and threw a number on it, and it was either you were gonna concede to that, or you can correct and say, no, it was one. You lying.
Okay, so 5 years. I say you right. 5 years, you forsaken all men, all sex, whatever.
Correct.
He did this thing that you call sold you a dream, love. He sold you the ultimate dream.
Somebody asked this question. I just want to ask, please don't over explain. Did you look better than his wife?
She's a pretty girl, but she doesn't look like me.
How do you know? Oh, 1 second. How do you know how she looks?
On WhatsApp, he had their picture, and I was like, "Oh, that's your wife," and then he immediately changed it.
Wait.
We were talking, pretty regularly. He had told me he had a wife. I was still, and then he said, "When I'm with my wife, you cannot do certain things. You have WhatsApp if you want to get in contact with me," because his wife goes through all his. That's what he claimed. So on WhatsApp, we have a thread, and you have the ability to put a profile picture on. It was of her and him hugging. I was like, "Oh, that's your wife," and then he immediately changed it.
So you are not a sister wife. You were a side piece.
What the hell?
So you were always the side piece, because sister wives don't have to be eaten from each other. Side piece need to be eaten from the wife. If I'm giving you a very concrete, so hey, eat me on Snapchat, okay, not on Instagram. You are always the side piece because he's trying to hide you from the wife. What is this?
That is
Well,
exactly.
to be clear, before he told me he had a wife, I called him. He has my dad's phone number. I did not think that was the case. Once he told me what it was, he also said you cannot call and do certain, suddenly he put me on a program. Here's the thing. His wife is from Trinidad. She did not marry him with the intention of there being a second wife, right? He told me, so when we were talking about this whole thing, he said, okay, this is something I have to introduce to her a year from, I need to earn more money.
That's because you're the other woman and he's not a poly man. What are you not understanding? I'm not understanding.
Very honest with you. He feels like if I'm cheating on my wife, and I'm sure him and his wife already get into it, or he just feels like family life is already hectic enough for him, he needs an escape. He's thinking if I'm with my side chick, it should be very easy going. I shouldn't be arguing with my side chick. I will argue with my wife because that's why I put a ring on their finger, but not the side. No. You're supposed to be there to make life easier. Things should be seamless. We should be having sex, fun, going out.
You sound exactly like him.
Sounds like a very depressed woman that just went through heartbreak.
I was shocked that she knew. That surprised me. When he told me that, I was like, what? It was insane. Right. But to hear her say the same thing, I was like, oh my God. How do you know this?
All she does is talk about and that's all she does. She talks about side chicks. She talks to a side chick every
exactly show. Why I'm telling you I'm not a side chick, because I'm not even privy to this.
You ain't. She drinking from the holes of delusion, bro. Sure. She said that she ain't a side chick, ma'am. What are you talking about? Yes, you are. 1000%. You are a side chick. How is that shit not clicking for you? How is it not clicking for you? You said this nigga got you on WhatsApp. He hadn't introduced you to his shorty. When you mentioned is that your wife, he took the fucking picture off. He changed that bitch immediately. He told you when you can and can't call him. He put you on a fucking program. Not once did you hang out around them together. What are you talking about? You can't be this crazy. You can't be. Nah, you gaslighting. There's no way. There's no way you just no.
She is lying now. Come on, lady.
Why would I be shocked that she knew? Why would I? No, you stop.
With you.
You
stop. No. Wait. 1 second. Even though 1 second. even though Annie's special guest of the show, Melanie is the host of the show. So there's no please you stop. It kind of is rude to the host of the show. So once again, Melanie, if you have something to say it. If not, I'm going to play the rest 20 seconds of the video, and then everybody can go ahead and do the interrogation. Because and it sounds like you're so defensive that every single thing that we imply kind of needs a very deep 1 minute explanation.
You know I gotta what?
I apologize.
No. You don't have to apologize because you being here is actually awesome.
So I feel very. I am feeling a little defensiveness. I apologize.
Totally fine. But there's a thing, right? You weren't defensive on that interview. You were all smiles and giggles, and you were excited, and you were laughing.
It's very different because I know Ashley. This is a panel of people who have judgment.
Yeah, it's because it's
ice cream Paul.
Because actually promotes Odom, and you are very comfortable because she promotes. She actually promotes it.
Okay, so I've only met her once. And we had a very in-depth conversation. I did not know that she's part of the sprinkle transactional.
We understand you green, and that's how you ended up in this whole situation. Buddy knew you was green. You ain't dealt with no niggas in 5 years.
Nope.
So everybody is telling you, we not saying that Todd Tick in a negative way. That's how you was able to get finesse in the situation because he didn't build you up to think you were a side chick. She said the same thing we're saying, but you're saying is not the case. You are green.
Okay.
You don't know these things. Buddy, dudes like him, 9 times out of 10, he's a scammer, for real. No bullshit. I don't buy none of you telling me.
I mean, he's in Miami, so I know that.
Let him finish.
I'm trying to tell you, Atlanta, Miami are scam central. Those are two of the biggest scam capitals in the country. And he African.
Mr. Fantastic is giving you the utmost benefit of the doubt, like, oh, he sell you a dream. You are a person with the addictive personality. Once you get hooked into something, you just go elbow from the top of the corner. This man had to sell you nothing. You, even after all the shenanigans, all the bullshit that you actually found out over and over again, you never turned ahead and do a U-turn. You kept going and going and going and going and going. I have a wife, I'm going. I have side chicks, I'm going. Like, you kept going. You never turned back.
So if that's the case, then why do I not have any contact at all? Why did I block him on everything?
Because
we've already been out before.
Hey, Ann.
Yeah, Shorty Green, bro. She ain't getting it. She not getting it at all, bro. She not getting it. She don't understand. Listen. Shorty, he got you. It's okay though. It's okay. Don't worry. You good. You blocked them off. Move on. Just remember. Now you got your red flags. Now you see what not to do. What not to fall for. You bugging. But make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm, and make sure you hit the bell notification.
Listen, your savings account is robbing you blind. But don't worry, I found out a way how to make my money work for me in my sleep, and I can help you do the exact same thing. Now, this isn't no get rich quick scheme. This isn't no pyramid scheme. This isn't something just trust me situation. This is legit, and this is something that your every average day person can implement in their lives, and they can really get to a bag. This isn't a short-term play. It's a long-term play. There's a promo going on right now, so you definitely want to jump on it before the price goes up because this is too valuable. The link is in the description, and hey, let's get our money up.